Hello student, today I am going to explain first poem of English, first flight. The name of the poem is Dust of Snow. Dust of Snow, written by famous American poet Robert Frost. As you know that Robert Frost is a realistic poet because he believes in a nature, so he was called the nature poet also. Okay, he was called the nature poet also. Robert Frost is a very famous poet, and as you know about the Robert Frost was born on 26th March 1874 in America and died on 29 March 1963 in San Francisco. In this poem, writer has focused totally on the nature. As you know that about the Robert Frost all time focus on the reality. So in this poem, he has focused the reality of the nature. How the nature is very important. Nature can change the bad mood of the human being. That is explained by the Robert Frost in the poem Dust of Snow. As we discuss about the title, the dust of snow. Dust is a particle which is on a poisonous tree. That poisonous tree is known as the hemlock tree, which laden with the white flowers, and there is the snow was also laden on that tree. About this, the poet has describes in this poem. Dust means the particle of snow which change the mood of the poet. That is explained by the Robert Frost in this poem, because here he has told the importance of the teeny things. People should not understand that thing develop the negativity in the mind of the people or any other thing. So such type of things we should not be kept in our mind. If we will be every time in a positive attire, so we will get the result in a positive way. That the Robert Frost want to explain in this poem. So with this connection, I will come on the poem and explain the literary devices of the poem, meaning of the poem, and difficult word of the poem, and I will also discuss about the important question of this poem, which is described by the Robert Frost. As you know that the way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. As you know that here the poet has taken two things. One is a bird that is known as crow, because you know that about the crow. Crow is not used for the in a positive attire. As you know that crow is known as the bad omen. Crow is known as the bad omens, because no people think that that is the principle, that is good for us. And shook, the meaning of the shook is shivering. The meaning of the shook is shivering, and there is a tree which is used by the poet. The name of that tree is hemlock. Hemlock is a poisonous tree. Poisonous tree laden with white flowers. Okay, laden with white flowers, that is also not known for the good things. With this connection, I will discuss about the meaning of the poem. As you know that the meaning of the shook is shivering, and the meaning of the hemlock tree, it is a poisonous tree. So I will discuss the explanation of that poem. First stanza, the way a crow shook down on me. Me is used. Me refers here to poet. Me refers here to poet Robert Frost. Robert Frost, because poet, as you know that the word crow and hemlock is the symbol of despair, is the symbol of ill omens. It is not a symbol of good things. It is a symbol of bad thing. Okay, so with this connection I will discuss that the way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. Poet is saying that my mind was disturbed, my mood was disturbed, so I went in a forest. I went in a forest for changing to my mood. At that time I was very disturbed, so I went under of the hemlock tree. When I have set off there, at that time there was a crow, there was a bird which is known as for the bad omens. The bird was present there, and that bird shivered down, that bird shook down the tree, that bird shook down the branches of the tree, and the branches of the tree was laden with the dust of snow. The branches of the tree was laden with the dust of snow, so the particles of the dust of snow fallen on me. Poet was says that when I was seated under of the tree, at that time I have get a result because my mood was off, I was disturbed, I was not happy. But at that time a crow, which bird is known as for the wrong thing, for the bad omens, that bird shook down, that bird shivered the dust of snow from that tree which is fallen on me. Which is fallen on me. With this connection has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had rued. Rued means held in regret. Held in regret. Poet was saying that has given my heart a change of mood. The dust of snow, the particles of the dust, for example this is the tree and that tree is laden with the dust of snow, and there is a bird, that bird shivered the branches of the tree. When the bird shivered the branches of the tree, the dust of snow from which the branches was laden, that was fallen on me, and I was seated here. Okay, I was seated here when it was fallen on me, so has given my heart a change of mood because I was despaired, I was not happy, so that dust particle totally changed of my mood, because my heart given my heart a change of mood, because my mood became totally changed, I became happy and saved some part of a day I had rued. Because which days I wanted to waste, which days I did not want to use, because I was thinking that today my day is not useful for me, but due to the incidences which was happen under of the tree, that was changed totally my mood and saved my part of the time of the days, and again I have engaged myself in a work. Otherwise I only regret for lasting to my days. Okay, for lasting to my days, that is explained by the poet. With this connection I will also discuss the literary devices of the poem. As you know that there is the rhyming scheme. If we discuss about the rhyming scheme, there is a last word in a first line, that is the crow, and in a second line is me. So there will be the different rhyming scheme, A, V, and shape. The dust of snow. So the pronunciation of crow and snow is similar, so there will be also be. And from a hemlock tree, me and tree is pronunciation is similar, so there will be B. So we can say there will be the rhyming scheme A, B, A, B, and in the second stanza there will be the rhyming scheme in a heart C and in a mood D, because both pronunciation is different. And after that in the part there will be she, because heart and part, so C and there is a next word is rude, mood and rude. So there will be D. So here will be the rhyming scheme A B C D C D, and with this I will come on the literary devices. As you seeing in this poem is not written in a proper form of the poetry, because there is no punctuation mark in the end of the line. So there is a literary device enjambment. Enjambment is the such type of literary devices where the poem is not written in a poetic form, because you are seeing here is no in the last of the line any punctuation mark, that is looking like this is written in a form of the prose. Okay, so there is the enjambment in a whole poem, and after that I will also told to you there is a next literary device. So in a second stanza given has given my heart, has and heart, there is a two word and both is leading with the, both is engaged with the ha sound, h sound. So ha sound, heart and has. So there will be the figure of speech alliteration, because you know that what is the alliteration is a figure of speech which takes the similar sound of the letter, where the letter will be similar in a word and that word will be used in a conjunctive form in that line. So there will be the figure of speech alliteration, and after that a change of mood and saved sum, there is also figure of speech alliteration. Yes sound is same here, so there will be the figure of speech alliteration. Of her day I had rude, of her day I had rude. So there is no figure of speech. So with this connection I will tell you all. There is a next line which is used here. There is also in a first stanza in second line a figure of speech assonance. Assonance is the such type of figure of speech where the vowel sound is used in the starting of the word, in the between of the word and in the last of the word. Are you seeing here? O, shook, down, on. So there is three word, in every word O sound is used. So there is the figure of speech assonance. So I am thinking all of you have understand this poem, all of you enjoyed that classes. The Dust of Snow, which is written by Robert Frost. Robert Frost want to say that we should not focus on the negative thing. We should not think that this thing is very little, so it cannot do anything. And the poet he says that if you all in a difficulties, in a problem, so there is nothing which cannot be resolved by the nature. If you will go in the nature, so your problem will be solved, which was experienced by the Robert Frost in this poem. So in this connection I am thinking you have enjoyed this poem of the Robert Frost, The Dust of Snow. Thanks all of you for joining with me. So you given your comment in the comment box related to this poem. Have you understand it or not? Thanks a lot.